Now for step number one, we need to talk about why you should care about the hedge fund strategy period before we start talking about what is the hedge fund strategy and how does it relate to the supply and demand strategy as a whole. There's four pieces here. Let me walk through these. And yes, I will be reading things off the slide, but I will be having explanations as well afterwards and throughout all of it. So please listen to a lot of the information coming out from here. Number one, I buy only when the hedge fund tells me to buy. So that's one of the reasons why the hedge fund strategy as a whole is extremely vital. The hedge fund strategy essentially is a replication of the strategy that I'll be showing you. So whenever the big guys are buying, I'm buying, which leads into the second piece of I only sell only when the hedge funds tell me to sell. And that doesn't physically mean that they're on the phone with me saying, hey, Maurice, I'm with hedge fund ABC, or my name's Warren Buffett. I'm telling you, Maurice, sell your 100 shares of SPY right now. No, it's basically saying that in the chart from reading price action, I'm able to understand that the market's telling me I need to sell now. There's no magic formula necessarily to it. It's just recognizing what the charts are telling you at that point in time and at that specific day based off of all of the data, whether it be price, volume, or just purely how the supply and demand strategy works as a whole. And now, number three, I only enter a trade after confirmation that me and the market agrees on the next move. So this ties perfectly between number one and two, to where it says that yes, I'm only buying when a hedge fund tells me to buy, and yes, I'm only selling when the hedge fund tells me to sell. But since, like I said, I'm not on the phone with Warren Buffett, one of the best traders and investors in the entire world, I have to go off of my gut assumption or intuition based off of my day trading strategy, which is off of supply and demand, period, that the chart is telling me that at hypothetically $324, this is where the chart will start reversing. So if I get in at this price here, I need confirmation that it's reversing. That confirmation could be a candle going in that same direction. It could be an indicator, which maybe some of you are familiar with, hypothetically, say the RSI, and the RSI is basically showing that if something's overbought or oversold. So if something's oversold, overbought, then maybe you're just buying the option put and it reverses and you make money on the flip side, or vice versa. Whatever it is, you have been trading most likely based off of confirmations. But what I'm telling you is that I'm basing all of my confirmations that we'll be going over very soon off of what the hedge funds trade. So that way I am almost nearly perfectly 100% sure that when I'm buying, the price is skyrocketing up. Now, for number four, that last piece here is that for all of that to happen, I must trade like a hedge fund and care about money, which I'll get into, of course. So, what businesses care about is getting a good deal price. They care about money, not trading like a day trader and only caring about indicators. Now, this is a core piece here. This is extremely important, even though it's just one little last sentence there. Most people, most Joes and Jills, they care about trying to find the next big indicator, the next best indicator, the next person to follow that just will tell you everything of when to buy, when to sell, when to do everything. No, it's not about that. You're thinking like an everyday day trader. You're not thinking about the people that are moving the market. The people moving the market are the people we're going to talk about very soon. They're called hedge funds. They're called banks. They're called businesses, and businesses care about money. They care about getting a good deal. So the whole logic of buy low, sell high, it works, but the reason it doesn't work fully is because it's so broad that it means, well, what's low and what's high? Where am I buying it? Do you mean low today or do you mean low tomorrow? Do you mean high today or do you mean high tomorrow? My strategy based around the supply and demand trading strategy shows you exactly where are those lows intraday in that same day. And then on top of that, where are those highs intraday in that same day? So you make that big profit in the middle, whether it be $10 if you have only a few dollars in the system, $100, or like the people that have taken this course and have had results of $2,000 of profit, $5,000 in profit on a weekly basis, so even $10,000 in profit, just pure profit based off of this whole strategy as a whole. So buy low, sell high. It sounds fluff, but it's not. You just have to know, what does it mean as it relates to your trading strategy. So I can't wait to tell you all about it.